In this video, I'm going to show you how you can beat your procrastination and finish the things that you start. We are going to be taking reference from this book, the To-Do book. So these two authors have been able to gather different tools and strategies that will help you to solve this problem. This book consists of more than 40 productivity tactics, and I'm going to share with you the ones that stand out the most. So if you're someone that wants to stop repeating old patterns, stop missing deadlines, and take action on your dreams, then this video is for you. But before I give you these tools and strategies, why don't we answer the important and fundamental question first? Why do we procrastinate in the first place? And I know most people will say that they are naturally lazy people, or they just don't seem to get work done at all. Naturally, we human beings, we want to do the easier things first. That's just it. So instead of writing that long essay that you have to submit, I rather just sit down and watch some Netflix. Is that not better? But according to this book, we have been able to see the 4 main reasons why we actually procrastinate. The first reason why we procrastinate is because the expectancy that we have of that task is too high. So when we see that the task is too hard for us to carry out, we would naturally just lose motivation and go and do something else, right? Something easier, right? Now, when we go and do these easier things, what do we tell ourselves? So you're now telling yourself that watching Netflix is easier and more important to me than submitting that report or making the next video. Do you understand what I'm saying? But you see, the problem with doing those easier choices and doing those easier things is that we usually underestimate the value that we'll get from actually working on our report. We underestimate the type of progress that we might make when you go and do those hard things. That is another reason why we don't take action. That's another reason why we now decide to procrastinate. And finally, another reason why we procrastinate is that we don't talk to ourselves. We do not give ourselves any chance to sit down and just think about the decisions that we're making. Because if you allow yourself for 10 minutes in your room without any distractions, without any notifications, nothing, what will now come to your head? The thoughts and scary thoughts that will come to your head are the things that you are not doing. Your mind now starts to tell you that you are not enough, you are not doing well, you can do better, you can do much more. Which actually, if you look at it, our mind is on our side. Do you understand? Our mind is on our side. But how we now corrupt our mind is, instead of giving ourselves space to think, we now numb ourselves with scrolling, with porn, with smoking. That is another reason why we procrastinate. But have no fear. Honestly, for the past few weeks, I have been in a shitty rut. I haven't been able to record more videos constantly, and I just came out from a surgery that really weakened me. But now I'm starting to gradually get up by applying some of the tips that I'm going to share with you to help you beat procrastination. So let's go back and ask ourselves, how do we beat procrastination? How do we get things done? How do we stick and finish with things that we promise ourselves we are going to do? So stick with me here. Let me give you the first technique. The first technique is what I call the Pomodoro technique. So the Pomodoro technique, I promise you that without applying this technique in my life, I wouldn't be able to come and make this video that I'm making. Wallahi. Most of my exams, you know how you read for last minute exams, I use the Pomodoro technique to make sure that I pass those exams and I meet up to those deadlines. So let me explain what it is for you. So you came to study or you came to work on a project. Let's follow it in steps. Step 1, off your Wi-Fi. Do not connect yourself to Wi-Fi, or if you need to, make sure you stick to one browser. Step 2, set a timer. The timer that you're going to set, ideally, let's say you want to work for 1 hour and 30 minutes. So the Pomodoro technique actually encourages you to work in chunks. That means if you're going to work for 1 hour and 30 minutes, you break your work sessions into 25 or 30 minutes each per session. So that means you do 30 minutes of work, and if you want to, you now do 10 or 5 minutes of relaxing. Then you now come back and do another 30 minutes, and you now come back and do another 30 minutes. So the benefits of doing this is that, first of all, can you remember why I told you why we procrastinate? We see this activity like it's one huge thing. But now with this Pomodoro technique, we'll just be like, man, I'm just investing 30 minutes in learning this thing. Sure, I'll do my 30 minutes. And hey, after that 30 minutes, I now get the chance to rest for 5 to 10 minutes, which is a win for me. boom, you now go on to the next one and the next one and the next one till you are done with that 1 hour session. Let me tell you, if you are done with that 1 hour session, go, you are a winner, because you have showed up for yourself. Do you understand me? The next technique that will help you is what I call the 5-second rule. So this 5-second rule was not created by me. As I said, I got some of these things from the book. But even from the book, it highlights this popular speaker called Mel Robbins. So Mel Robbins used to live her life like mine. She would wake up in the morning and then her alarm clock will always go off. She always used to snooze the alarm and snooze the alarm and snooze the alarm. Why was she always snoozing the alarm? It was because she lacked the intrinsic motivation to get up and act on her goals. So what did she now do? How did she now motivate herself? So what she now did instead was she applied this 5-second rule. So the 5-second rule is, when it's time to take action, or if you want to motivate yourself, you count backwards. Do it with me. You count backwards to 5. You'll be like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And immediately you hit that 1, spring up, get up and take action. Do you understand? I'm telling you, like, you might think this is crazy, but try this for just 1 week or 2. Just try, and please make sure that you get up after that 1 count, because if you don't, you're just signifying that print to yourself that you actually are a lazy person, or you actually don't want to take action. So when you hit that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, make sure to like and subscribe. And finally, my favorite tool from this book is called the Kanban, or the to-do list method. For this, you would need a pen and a paper. So let me explain the concept. We go about our lives with having many tasks. For example, me myself, I had to pack my clothes, I had to record this video, and I also have some reports that I'm meant to submit. So like, there are a lot of responsibilities. So how do you now get to organize those responsibilities? Well, you need the Kanban method, or the to-do list method. So how do you do this Kanban or to-do list method? So you look at all your tasks. You write down all your tasks by the left. Once you write down all your tasks to the left, then you now have another column. That column will be the doing column, or the work in progress column. And then the final column will now be your checked column. That means you have completed this section. So for example, now if you're going to record this video, you write it down as a task. Once you're doing that video, you write it down as doing a task. And once you're done, you now check it. Do you understand? But there are rules to this. You can only write down 3 tasks at once, and you can only be working on 2 tasks together. Do you understand what I mean? So this will now allow you to focus on finishing tasks more than just haphazardly opening different tasks. Am I making sense? But if you're still here and you still want some practical tips on some productivity tools that help you get things done and stop procrastinating, well, I'll advise you to check out my video on deep work right here, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.